And we're live. Now, we're so fired up, and actually, we're not even faking it. We're not, because we just spent how many hours?
3 hours.
3 hours recording a TV show. We're cooking when they're asking me to cook, and I actually cook, but I'm not the cook of the glamour and the food. I'm pretty much go for the freaking whatever you call it, healthy stuff.
I know.
That's it.
Cabbage guy.
Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Because it's day number 8 on our 100 Days of Immigrants, okay? 100 days of stories of immigrants. And and I asked her, and she said, I'm an immigrant, you know?
I'm an immigrant. I wasn't brought here by choice.
No, I'm not from Houston. I'm an immigrant. So you're going to be on the show. You're going to be on the interviews. We just spent a beautiful, amazing time with her, a leader, a business, leader in the industry. Thank you, Marisol, for joining us right now. And I will see we got 10 more people. We'll see who is logging in. So let's do justice for our audience. Why don't you tell us a little bit to them what your name is, who you are, where you're coming from.
Okay. Hi guys, so my name is Misti Buard, and I am the food truck.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Buard.
Buard.
Buard. It's Creole.
Okay.
So yeah, from my dad's family is from Baton Rouge. But yeah, I'm the food truck lady. No, I do not.
Baton Rouge is in Louisiana, by the way. So for those, the countries.
Thank you, my narrator. He's a great narrator, by the way. So, no, I do not own a food truck, but what I do is I actually help food trucks get started,
right.
Help them with their marketing, booking them for different events, helping them with crowdfunding to get their food truck started, and yeah, that's what I do. Perfect.
So, she's not doing justice. She's summarizing like in 2 seconds, but we only have 8 to 10 minutes to summarize stories of immigrants in the United States. She lives in Houston, Texas. She's leading a beautiful industry, which is food trucks, and you come and help them out. Before we go into that, can you tell us, because actually this weekend we're going to be having somebody explain the difference between migration, immigration, and emigration. So stay tuned. It's coming up this weekend with Scott Bradley. If you're watching, you're on the hook right now for that one. You're an immigrant, coming from another city. You live in other cities, right?
Yeah, I have.
You lived in what cities?
Lived in Atlanta, and I'm from Dallas, and I'm down here.
Now in Houston, Texas. Can you tell us your perspective of whatever we call the most diverse city in Houston, and how does it actually impact this city or in your business or your life?
The most diverse city?
Yeah.
In Texas?
Yeah, Houston. That's what the news says. I don't know if I've been lied to.
I have to be honest. When I moved here in 2005, I remember going to the ATM. Okay. That was literally at the ATM. At the time, it was Washington Mutual before they were Chase. I remember putting in my debit card, and there are like 8 languages to choose from. Mm-hmm. So usually in Dallas, you see English, you see Spanish. That was only 2. Okay. I came here, I saw English, I saw Spanish, I saw Mandarin Chinese, I saw literally everything. So I will say, to my knowledge, yes, very diverse city. You would never know, but think about it. Even if you go off of Bel Air, you have Chinatown. Correct. That's true. Right. If you go off of Hillcroft and Harwin, they call it Little India. India. So you have literally. So we are pretty diverse. It's just that I think they stay in their city, their areas. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna have somebody here talking about that diversity. Oh, okay. This Saturday, as far as how it actually. Making this. Welcome Roger Mendoza from Colombia. He lives in China, so he's joining us. We got different time zones right now. Andrea Gomez is in Houston, I know that for sure. And we have probably for whatever reason we cannot see them on the news feed. Okay. Okay. To me, you're an immigrant, you're a business leader, but have you met anybody from another country that you were like, wow, this person actually has inspired me, or I've seen this person doing good in the community? Or being successful, whatever the definition of success is. I would say yes. My ex-mother-in-law, Mi Suegra. By the way, she's amazing in Spanish. Not words, phrases. Take it seriously. Mi Suegra, my ex-mother-in-law, me and my ex-husband are not married anymore. From where? She came from Panama. From Panama, okay. Mm-hmm. Came from Panama, moved to New York first. 70s. Moved to Houston because she couldn't deal with the winters in New York. She literally came in, she taught ESL. Okay. So, literally, she's black as this t-shirt that you and I have on, but spoke fluent Spanish. It was her first language. So she taught ESL at HISD for 30 plus years. What's inspiring about her is that, so usually when you think ESL, you think, oh, Spanish speaking English.
Correct.
She taught Spanish English, Chinese English, Middle Eastern English. Like, she did all of that. So in one class. And then she's retired now and travels a lot, but guess what? She still goes back and volunteers at those schools. So she's the one, she just came to this country. Literally, her and her best friend, they were 18 years old, moved here. It just took off. Just literally took off.
Wow. Now, the one thing that you just mentioned is the word bilingual. And it's stereotyped here in Texas because bilingual means Spanish and English.
Right.
And you mentioned, bilingual in a different scenario. Bilingual means speaking two languages, whatever the source is. So you think in some way she impacted your life to say, giving back to the community, blending into a community that is already been established, bringing some elements and taking some elements from.
Absolutely. So I got to the point, so like I said, she's been teaching for 30 years, Juan. ESL only. She did so well. Her students didn't even speak the language. Their English wasn't their first language, but they were doing better on their test scores, the state test.
State test.
Than people that the first language was English. Like, she was that dedicated to making sure they understood. And so it was just great, but she was just amazing. She's just amazing.
Perfect. Now, we don't have a clock timer right here. We only have 2 people. We have 10 at some point. It's late. It's almost 11 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. here in Houston, Texas. Thank you for the heads up. Ooh, appreciate that. Now, right here, we are with a woman, business leader, who decided to take life on her own terms. Meaning, you said it downstairs, you got tired of corporate America. Can you walk us through what was the process from working as an employee and becoming your own boss and your own employee?
Okay. Oh, so just FYI, guys, I have 11 years of marketing experience. I love marketing. And the crazy
marketing in what? TV?
I'm glad you asked that. Okay, great. Because when I graduated, guess what? There was no such thing as social media. In 2004, there was no Facebook. So the marketing that I learned was traditional marketing, which is emails, TV, media, advertising, print. So then you graduate, and a year after you graduate, you have to learn all this stuff. Because now there's social media. So you have to self-teach, which was great. You work in corporate America. I loved it. I was telling Juan downstairs, I was a publicist for Walt Disney. Absolutely fun. My favorite job, I was in marketing. My very first job in Houston, my real job, marketing coordinator for Organic Sweetener Company. Learned everything about organic, and I had 2 women who were my boss. They were my bosses. They had both worked in marketing for 10, 15 years. They taught me everything that I know, poured into me, so that was great. But then I just got to a point, guys, where I was like, I can't, I'm an out-of-the-box person. I'm not an in-the-box. I'm creative. I have ideas, and I want people to listen to those ideas.
All right.
So after you have a boss, and they keep telling you, no, and you're like, look, wait. These are good ideas. And I was like, okay, I just can't do this anymore. I have to be able to express myself and be myself. So that's what happened.
But this is the funniest thing. I have to mention this right here. Not only we're speaking to an immigrant coming from Dallas, because in my opinion, and we're going to give you the meet and greet of the difference between immigrant and somebody who migrates, according to whatever it's called for animals. Bullshit. Excuse my language. But 10 years of experience to build who you are right now.
Absolutely.
And take your decision to execution. How many years ago?
2 years ago.
So 2 years ago, Misti decided to say, look, this is my industry, this is my category, this is what I'm gonna professionally, because she's a human being. She does many other things, by the way. And when the idea of the food truck industry came up to you, and why?
So I had a client, again, marketing consulting. When you leave corporate, you're just trying to get money any way you can, right?
Money's important.
You're so hungry.
Money's important.
You're no longer getting that bi-weekly paycheck. Go to this event with the client.
Money's important according to Honey or Ana Milena.
It is very important. And so I was literally sitting there listening to the lady talk about everything, blah, 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 blah. And she was saying, oh, you should do an industry that you're familiar with. And I had a moment. It was like an aha moment. It's like food trucks.
Okay.
That was just it for me. I'm going to do food trucks. I told the lady afterwards, hey, I'm going to do food trucks. She said, do you have any knowledge of that industry? I said, no, I don't. She said, it's going to be very hard for you. I love a challenge.
Oh, you heard that it's gonna be
very hard. I literally, guys,
that's the magic word for me. Right. There you go.
I pick up the phone. I cold call food trucks from Austin, New York, LA, Tallahassee, Florida, everywhere, and talk to them. And then I created a case study, the top 10 reasons food trucks fail, and from that it just launched.
So you took the weaknesses of the food truck industry to come and support and help. Welcome Ana Milena, welcome Honey, and I'm trying to see who else, because we got 10 people, we cannot see who else is joining. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I know it's late. This is going to be, continuing recording. Please share if you think this is awesome. She's awesome.
Oh, you're awesome.
So you spotted weaknesses in the food industry and food truck industry, and you said, I'm going to go help these people.
Yeah, that was it.
By the way, she's one of our members. And not only she's been becoming a member, she's also an activator. We had today a food truck. What was it called?
Bayou City Eats.
Bayou City Eats, and then I saw the word gourmet.
Gourmet food truck, yeah.
Gourmet food truck, Bayou City Eats, and we had it. Thank you, welcome Emiliano. You're coming on the show on Friday, by the way, so welcome to joining us. No, thanks to her profession and this platform of helping others, because that's what you're doing.
Right.
You're not only having an amazing space to work. Welcome, Mary. Not only to have an amazing work, to work, because now we're partners here. We're not only just
we're partners.
Member, and
he can never get rid of me. Ever.
For the story, we just finished a TV cooking demonstration. It was freaking awesome, and the food and the energy was insane. So the topic of this is to feature somebody who's bringing value to the community that he does not belong, or he was not raised in the community, or if he was raised in the community, how others have brought value to your community. What is your website if people want to reach you? Because I know Martina, if you're going to be watching this right here, they're going to get a hold of you. How can they reach out to you? What websites, what Instagram accounts?
You guys can go to thefoodtrucklady.com, or you can just follow me on Instagram at thefoodtrucklady.
The Food Truck Lady, and it says
summer shirts.
Food Truck Lady's on the shirt right here. We're trying to keep it as short as possible. I'm running a series on YouTube, and hopefully, I think with your permission, we'll talk about it later. We'll see what we can probably use on the clips.
Are we ending? I want to say something to the audience.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I want to leave the audience with value.
Okay. Well, I want to leave them with something.
Okay, you go first.
So, audience, everybody that's on, my sincere advice is to dream out loud. That was the very first brand I started. We have all these amazing dreams in our head. Dream them out loud. Whatever it is you want to do. There's nothing stopping you. Like, literally, I remember my uncle gave me a card for graduation, from college graduation 12 years ago. It says, the sky is the limit. Whatever it is that you want, literally the sky, the absolute sky. I'm tall. You see those long arms? The sky is the limit. Go for what you want. Dream out loud. And
even dreaming, even if you don't execute, it's okay too.
Yeah.
But I've seen her here on a Sunday, on a Saturday, 11 p.m., midnight, during Super Bowl. You also have to hustle and execute,
absolutely.
But dreaming is the most important thing. Now, a lot of our audience are people that are either about to start their own business, people that started their own business, or people that are about to get out of business.
Okay.
So, on a Wednesday night, almost 11 p.m. in the office after all this shooting right here, what is any piece of, or any observation? I don't like advices, because unless we're certified to have a certification or whatever. What observations can you make to a woman?
A woman?
Yeah, a woman that says, I really want to get out of this job, or get out of my house and begin my company. What can you tell her?
I would definitely say, sometimes as women, you forget to love on yourself. We love on everyone else. We love on the people we love. If you have children, you love on your children. Your parents, you love on them. But in order to give that love, you have to love on yourself. So I'm not going to say dream out loud again, but love on yourself. And I will say, you have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. If that makes sense.
Repeat that again.
You have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it.
You have to project yourself.
Absolutely.
I don't want to do the preaching and everything, but everything you're saying to me right now, 8-9 years ago, it is what I've been putting into work. because I got inspired by somebody else, of course. I got, motivated, if you want to call it. We got Honey saying, my bundle is low, going to watch it later. You go, girl. I like the challenge myself too. And hey, who doesn't like to make the money? Thank you, Honey, for watching. I know it's random, but this is gonna repeat. Please share if you think this is to any value. And we decided to begin this series, and we're gonna share an amazing video on YouTube if I'm allowed to do so.
Oh, absolutely.
And thank you so much. Thank you so much for.
Thank you.
Because it was crazy downstairs in the kitchen. So thank you so much for taking a little bit, 10 more minutes for your time. And
see it, dream it. In order to see it, dream it. That's
Thank you for watching. We'll stay tuned tomorrow. More.
Thank you, guys.